Sergeant Miskovitz, I'm help you.
Good morning, Angel, private investigator. How are you?
Okay, how can I help you?
Okay, so today I'm going to be speaking with legal counsel, and before I take the necessary steps, I need to ask you a few questions regarding Sergeant Sade's internal affairs for the following detectives: Detective Ortiz and Detective Salinas. So I don't know if you're aware of the case. You're a felon?
Andrew,
For what degree?
Andrew, I speak over here. I speak over here.
I'm not, if it's an internal affairs matter.
Okay, well, here's what I need to ask you, because I'm going to be coming in person on Tuesday, 9 p.m., when Detective Ortiz is working, because I need the report that was filed incorrectly. I need it amended. And I have on the letter from Sergeant Sade stating that the alleged conduct is confirmed. So I'm going to ask you, Sergeant, when I come in to amend this report, am I going to be dealing with any problems, any delays, anything such as that matter?
You'll be speaking with his boss if he's in. No.
What's that?
I can't tell you what's going on that day. I'm not.
No, but you
may be
can.
busy,
But
and
as
you
a
know,
citizen who clearly hasn't been served proper policing, you can walk me through the procedure and the policy so that I know what to expect when I
I
walk
think you
into
know what
West
to
New York
expect.
Police
You've been
Department.
here enough time. You've been here enough times. I think you know what to expect.
Well, you know what? It's funny you bring that up because I expect nothing but absolute manipulation and corrupt practices. So I'm hoping that's going to change.
Okay, I'm not going to listen to this.
You're not going to listen to what?
So then go over there.
No, please let them know. This is insufficient, and I'm going to speak with Captain Perez once again. Let them know, because I circled the block. I'm not going to circle the block again. I knocked on the door. John Morales isn't there. Nobody's answering me. They know me by face. They're avoiding me, and this is corrupt. This is manipulative. I have it all on record. So please, Officer Zapata, since you couldn't give me a statement, please walk into that office and let detectives know I need to meet with them. You're not going to listen to what? A citizen that can't even speak to the Detectives Bureau? Even after Captain Perez has confirmed the meeting?
Well, that's up to you and Captain Perez.
Okay, you know, I never got your name, Sergeant. It must be the volume in the phone. Sergeant what?
Miskovitz. You need it spelled? I'll spell it for you.
Yeah, spell it for me.
It's Miskovitz.
And how do you know that I've been to West New York Police Department enough times?
Because I've seen you here. You've been to the desk. You've been to the bureau. You've called here countless times, tying up an emergency line.
Tying up an emergency line?
Yep.
That's the best you got. You know I have 14 arrests in 135 days? Do you know about the Carolaro penalty?
Listen, I'm not here to judge anything.
You're not here to judge anything. You just told me that I'm holding up an emergency line.
Absolutely.
After
Because
you
you've
stated
talked
that
to
you
my
know who I
officer,
am.
I've talked to my officer, and you've talked to my dispatcher. Okay?
I
They've answered the same question.
I've asked you 3 simple questions, and instead of being professional and answering them with the professionalism you should have, what have you done here? You've wasted more time. September 22nd, approximately 4 p.m., obviously since the department was closed, we had a question. I then properly identified myself, and I let the detective know if he could simply answer a few questions. The detective said, verbatim, I'm going to put a body camera on, and I will be back in a few minutes. It's been more than a few minutes after multiple knocks on both doors, where we can clearly hear personnel in the room, understanding that they're occupied. I still have not been serviced. Why have I not been serviced? Since the camera is here, receiving all visual and audio. I'll tell you why. Open cases, in particular, Ryan F. Ramirez, whose criminal statement is now being filed. Walk me through the policy for an amended report. That's all I need to know.
You go see the officer. The officer will then speak to the supervisor. And if a report is made to be amended, it will be amended.
Well, this report, I'm going to tell you why, from a legal standpoint, which you should already be aware of, why this report has to be amended. What's that?
I'm not his supervisor.
I'm not saying you are.
That took the report.
I have a question. That's all. I'm not backing you up against the wall. I just have a simple question. It sounds like there's a chance that this report cannot be amended, which I don't see how that could be legally, when the investigation that is quote unquote still being investigated has sealed all information, including the body-worn cameras that facilitates the very charges that I'm dealing with. So how can this report not be amended?
Well, if it's under investigation, it can't be amended yet.
But it's been under investigation for over 3 months now, and the Detective Bureau refuses to meet with me even after Captain Perez of Internal Affairs himself has confirmed a meeting. So what's going on here?
I can't tell you that. That's not my division to handle.
Okay, so who can I speak to about this? Because, I already have multiple complaints against said officers. We have an Officer Carolaro that has already been penalized by appropriate discipline for providing a false police report.
I know you can do that. Okay. I know you can do that. I told him, don't record my family, don't record my kids. I got 3 young kids. I don't want to put them online. I don't want him doing whatever pedophile shit he does.
But he's still in public, though.
He's on public property. He's allowed to record anything that he can see from public view. He's allowed to do it. It's his First Amendment protected right.
There's nothing criminal going on here.
And now we have 2 other detectives that have already provided a misleading police report that I have by letter confirmed for the misconduct.
Okay. Now, you've been given the name Lieutenant Mateos,
who can't be reached. Lieutenant Mateos can't be reached in the Detectives Bureau. It already rang.
And then you have Captain Garcia.
Captain Garcia? Okay, so let me speak to Captain Garcia because he knows me. Well, I've been trying my best to get in contact with any detective or any ranking officer, and unfortunately it's been...
I'm the ranking officer.
No, I understand that, but it's been very difficult. In fact, I had to file a complaint that was sent this morning because, as you know, this is a serious matter: felony 1st degree, felony 4th degree for selling drugs to a minor. How would you suggest that I go about meeting with these personnel, these officials, which for some odd reason they're never available? Not when I call, not when I make appointment by Perez, and not when I come in person.
I don't understand that part of it, but most of those captains are here during normal business hours, Monday through Friday.
I have Ortiz Tuesday night.
Okay.
And Salinas Thursday night.
Okay, that's a detective.
And you're making it clear to me that when I come in person, there's not going to be any fugazi possum games. They are going to meet with me face to face, correct?
I didn't say that.
So what are you saying?
They'll be here working, whether they are on other jobs or something else going on.
Okay, and when I show up...
I can't say at 8 p.m. you'll be taken right away.
Okay, and when I show up with legal counsel, which is paid since he's being compensated, right? He's working. Are we gonna be denied service? Are we gonna be delayed?
Well, what I would do is call that day to make sure they're in.
Holding up an emergency line. How many officers do I gotta speak to just to get a sergeant on the phone that can walk me through policy? Telling me I've been to this godforsaken department countless times. Why do you think that is? Because West New York doesn't even have the other technology to deal with their criminals. You ain't Gutenberg. That's for damn sure. What's the excuse now? A bigger population? A bigger jurisdiction? Please. You got a petty shithead officer that already got caught and reamed. And I don't care. I don't care what the paperwork says about appropriate discipline. He's already been humiliated and made an example of. Gutenberg has the technology. Gutenberg is being facilitated by the federal government. Not you. Not you. Or Alejandro. Act like I don't know. Pinhead departments that don't even know how to keep their numbers in check. So what do? They play possum against one guy. Talking about licenses. Where's your license now? You want leg work? I'm going to show you the leg work. And just like the last time, by the time I received that letter showing Carol Hour's discipline, I didn't even give a damn at that point. You know when I gave a damn? The night it happened. When the Gutenberg officers were shaking their head, what a dummy, telling me that 68th Street is my block. At least these officers have a brain in their noggin. And don't think that I don't know about the little fugazi games you played with Gutenberg Police Department. Having them do your dirty work with criminal warrants. All of a sudden, all these criminal warrants showed up in December. All of a sudden, you can word the blotter however you want. All the bullshit is going to be eradicated by law. So you can delay all you want, West New York. Legal counsel is going to get involved. Careers will be changed. Examples will be made of. And Ryan Ramirez will be given the convictions he deserves. just like the 5 other indictments across 5 towns. I promise you, by the end of 2024, justice will be served.
I speak over here.